Is it true you gave your coach a tattoo?
Yes, I did.
Now, we should point out it was consensual. He said yes to this. He wasn't... You didn't creep in, he wasn't asleep.
No. I didn't drug him, I didn't do any of that. But, yeah, like, one of the things with me is I pick up hobbies outside of rugby, and I think it's really important to have different obsessions. But I'm also one of those people that gets so obsessed with something, and then it lasts 2 weeks. I realise I'm not very good at it, and then I drop it. I've got a keyboard at home, I've got 3 guitars, I've got 20 kilos of clay sitting in the corner of my room. So if anyone wants to come over, we'll have stuff to do.
Can I just say, when you're trying something out, you normally buy a small amount of something, not 20 kilos.
It was so stupid, I don't know why I did it.
You bought 20 kilos of clay?
I was set on...
What were you going to make with it?
I thought, you know what, it'd be really great for everyone's birthday, I can make them a coffee mug. And then I made it. And it wouldn't even hold a glass of water, so I realised that wasn't going to last very long. But one of those obsessions was, I was away with the Sevens, we were in New Zealand, and all the girls had tattoos and stuff, and I thought, I want a tattoo. I want something that's a little bit different. So we went to a tattoo shop, and I got 2 lines on my wrist.
Right.
And I spent 50 quid on 2 lines.
2 lines, so that's 25 quid a line?
Yeah, exactly that, and it took 20 seconds. Anyway, when it came to being in camp, one of the girls said, oh, we'll go to a tattoo shop, and I thought, this is what I can do, I'll do tattoos. So I bought a tattoo kit. Right. It cost me 20 quid.
Yeah.
20 sterling pounds for those from London.
That's, to put that in other terms, that's about 50 kilos of clay.
yeah. And I just remember that first time we were in one of the rooms, and I had this kit, and then I was like, oh, shit, we need to make this hygienic. So we ran down to the physio room, got some of the latex gloves, got some Vaseline because you need it to be lubricated on the area, and got some hand sanitizer to make sure it was
So this is a professional setup?
It was a professional setup. We had someone on the torch with their iPhone, like, just sort of...
I mean, this is amazing.
Yeah.
Who was your first victim?
The first victim was my roommate, and we didn't quite get it right because we didn't lubricate the area quite well enough. So I was trying to do this cross, and I was like, why is it bleeding so much? Anyway, next person comes, and she said, can I have my cap number? We did that, and I am very good at numbers, and that's, to this day, the best one I've ever done. Yeah. Next girl, she was sat there, and she went, I've got an idea. Can I have a camera? I thought, a flipping camera? Are you kidding me? I can't do a tattoo. I've never done a tattoo before, let alone draw. Anyway, I did this, like, little rubbish camera on her. Fast forward. So I said to John Mitchell, our new coach, as a joke, because we've got a bit of tongue-in-cheek, and I tend to not take life very seriously anyway. And I said to him, hey, I've got a proposition for you. If we win the World Cup, and I'm part of it, can I tattoo you? And obviously this is like 8 months before. And he went, yeah, sure. I take that very seriously. And it went straight into my notebook, a reminder for the day of the final. Day after the World Cup, that night everyone got leathered, as you can imagine. The next day people were still leathered. And we were going to Battersea to celebrate with fans and people who wanted to be there with us. So the drinks kind of carried on, and when we got back to the hotel, everyone went back to sleep because we were going out that night again, everyone was napping. And I thought, this is my chance. So I went...
Hold it, so you've had very little sleep for 48 hours?
And quite a lot of alcohol,
A lot of alcohol. This is my chance to permanently mark someone's skin.
Why not? Why not? But not only I'm in that position, but also my head coach is, so he can't say no. Anyway, so I went into the bar where he was, and I said, Mitch, it's your time. And bless him. He said, oh, you're going to have to check with the boss, which, of course, as everyone knows, is the wife. Yeah. Went to his wife and said, is it OK if I do this? And he said, yes. So we went into a room, got my latex gloves on. I said, have you ever had a tattoo before? And he said, never. I thought, brilliant, OK. Can we just bring the camera over? And I tattooed on him 2025, but the really funny part about it, which circles it, is he said, oh, what's that, those 2 little lines on your wrist? And of course I wasn't going to say, oh, it's just a random thing because I wanted it for the first time. I said, oh, it means equality. And he went, I love it. I love it. So he said, can I have equality? And then 2025. Oh. And since then, I've seen him since then, and he was trying to show him, oh, the tattoo's still there, it's looking good. And his friend was there with him. And his friend said, oh, the tattoo. And I was about to tell that story. It means jack shit. But he thinks it means equality. But before the words came out, he said, my favourite part is equality. I was like, yeah, no, equality is my best bit as well.
That's a terrifying story.
Here's a photograph. Here's the image of a tattoo. Can we whiz in on it? Look. There you go.